Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Tesla and Apple on the daily time frame using technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, so Tesla daily 330 down, $1.62 up, 5.4 million shares traded, 1.14% red on the day. It's pretty much a pause day, guys, coming off these lows. Little dead cat bounce coming into the 50% retrace. We almost fill the gap, and we recaptured the 20 MA. So it's in a stronger stance now. Before down here, when it was just kind of bottom fishing here, it was in a little bit weaker stance, but now we're above the 20, so it's a little bit better now. But from this high to that low, we're in the 50% retrace. So at this point, guys, we could continue higher, maybe on the production news, or maybe we fall on the production news. So this is a big pivotal area. If it continues up, I think if they have good news, they're going to try to gap this thing up above. I would go for the 300 area, even the 304 area, but that's a big gap up. I'm thinking gap it up into about the 295-ish, well, 296-ish area, and then shoot for the 300 and close it somewhere up here if the production numbers are good. If this thing starts to slide, goes back below the 20 MA, fills the gap, starts cruising down, look out. And you're going to probably retest this 248 low and possibly lower. All right, so we've had the high, lower high, lower high. We've had this trend line here. We're in a little bit of a pennant channel, but downtrending with the 200, the 50, and the 20 here. Remember, in an uptrend, you want the 200, the 50, and the 20. Now we're downtrending. That's why if they get good news, guys, they're going to try to push this thing up as much as they can, and they'll probably run it up into earnings, and then we'll know the real news. Going up, though, 310's your pretty big area here. I think it could crack. You're going to have trouble here if it doesn't gap over it. If it gets above that, then it's really about the 304 area here with the 750. Then you have gap window and gap fill up in here, and the 200 MA. But if you go to the bigger time frame, the weekly, you have the moving averages around the 312. This is huge right here. If it could get above that in 320, then I think it's off to the races. If it stays in this lower channel and chops, I think we have a little bit of trouble ahead of us. All right, earnings season coming. Anything's possible, but just keep an eye on this one. If you're long from a couple days ago, hats off, guys. Great little run here. A little bit of a stall out, but again, almost in the gap fill, 50% retrace. We got above gap window, and now, you know, they're going to wait on the news with the production. So let's see what this one brings tomorrow. If they don't announce it tonight, we'll see it tomorrow, and then just watch the specific areas here, guys, up or down. Down, though, gap fill. You have the gap fill, the 270-ish number. You have the 20 MA support. So you have great resistance, great support. You're right in the middle of the retrace from the high and the low. So not too much to do, guys. I do not have a position in there. Now Apple's coming up. So we had that little bit of a pullback. Let's pull this off right here just to... so we had the push up, the pullback. This was a great inside bar until today. It popped up, got above the 192.83 area, a little bit stronger, guys. But with a non-complacent market, 40 million shares on the SPY today, they just grinded this one higher, guys. Intraday action, you can see what was going on. You held it. You have a big, nice pivot here. Where is it? Hold on. I want to make sure I'm getting the right one. If you take this pivot through here, you got the top. That's pretty much what it's kissing. And then on the lows, you know, I'm gonna do this one here. That's kind of what you're watching on this side. All right, see if this thing goes up. It's slowly grinding, Apple. All right, nothing wrong. Light volume, just grinding today. Okay. There was something. Oh, all right, anyways, let's go back to the daily. So you're in that channel right here. You're coming back. You're retracing. Now, I just want to remove that. Let's take the retrace from this high, or this low. Go out here to the recent high. Right into the 750 retrace. So that's a big one for this area. We still are above the 200, the 20, and the 50. Okay, pretty good stance. But man, you know, a lot of times this bar, they'll do a retrace here up into this higher range, and then they'll sell it off. We're in a pretty good stance, though, above all the MAs, but we're running into the 750 on the shorter time frame. All right, so that's something to look for. Weekly chart. Weekly chart, I think, is a little bit better, too. Yeah, we did get above the 50 MA, so that's what's holding this thing up to around the 190. All right, but we had a heck of a run off this 144. Usually I'd like to see a little bit of a pullback and then the next wave up. All right, kind of too far, too fast in my opinion. I think it needs to cool down a little bit and then one more move. All right, we still have a gap fill. This is the bigger time frame though. Gap fill here, right around the 204, 205 area. And then look at the daily time frame. Let's go back. You can see all the gaps too. Gap fill, gap fill, gap fill, pivot high, gap window. We're pretty much in there. Gap window coming up a little bit more. And then, yeah, then you have a bunch of stuff around the 200, 210. And this is going to be a big one too. 222 if it gets there, because that was a big consolidation before this thing started breaking down. And even in this lower range too, around 213. Oh man, right, 217. So watch for that if you're bullish. Remember, we're going into earnings season. Anything's possible with this one. All right, but nice retrace. Let's see if they continue it. If you're bullish, you need to get back above this 197.65 area and just start going. I want to see more volume too if you're bullish. I'm more bearish on this one after this move, but more for a short pullback. Came into a big area here, guys. We got a small pullback. Volume disappeared. We got the float. Let's see. We got big news with the jobs coming up too, so that could set the tone as well. All right, guys, so that's Apple. Not much, just kind of chopping around. Hit some key areas up in here, 195-ish, but we did get back above the 200, which everyone's slightly a little more bullish on this one. We are back above the 200, the 20, and the 50, like I said, though. So, all right, guys, let's see what tomorrow brings. And then it's going to be really about Friday and the jobs number. And then we'll see what the Brexit brings as well. And then earnings, guys. Earnings season should start next week. I haven't looked yet, but I'm sure banks are coming up. Then we'll be seeing Apple, Amazon, all those. At this point, guys, 50-50 shot. Could be horrendous. Could be the best news ever. And this market continues to rally. So, all right, guys. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.